Today, my special guest expert empowers us all to be intentional in dating as we talk who to date and how to date when you're ready to settle down.
Hey, it's Kenya Metoyer, relationship coach, owner of Kenya's Keepsake, and you're watching the Chundria show.
You help people get out of their own way and make effective choices in dating, right? So who should a person date or maybe not date? If you're ready to settle down and you meet somebody and you find that they're not, do you immediately abandon? You're picking up these clues. You still have to get to know a person, but when do you abort the mission?
Right. So that's when it goes to those non-negotiables and those negotiables. So within the conversation, I think a lot of people are scared to ask the important questions in the beginning, and you have to get those out of the way so no one wastes any time.
Then people get nervous though when you ask too many questions. Is that a telltale sign? If you're uncomfortable with me asking questions within the first few dates, that's a sign that you're not really what I'm looking for.
Exactly. That's definitely a sign, because that's a part of communication and effective communication. Everyone needs to know. So if you're scared to answer any questions that I have, then you're not ready. That is a sign of you not being ready, because we can't waste time here, so if you're afraid of me asking, and it's about understanding too. If I ask you, do you want to get married? I'm not asking you, do you want to marry
today,
me? Right? Or today or anything else.
Yeah.
It's just something like, do you want to get married? Because we have to be on the same page. Do you want more kids? Again, I'm not asking you to pop one and then me tomorrow or tonight, but it's just something that I need to know, because maybe I don't. And maybe you do, or maybe you don't, and then now we're on the same page. It's about getting on the same page. So if some questions make you uncomfortable, then you're not.
That's the reason why. What support do you need from your family and friends as you prepare for the next chapter in your life? Because you get this pressure from the family, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? When are you going to settle down? What happened to the girl you brought over here? When are you going to marry? How long you been married? With her? When are you going to marry that girl? When are you going to marry that guy? Oh, you guys broke up? Grandkid. When are you going to give me some? There's so much pressure that we get.
It's so damaging, right? And so the best advice would be to not want any support from your family, because
don't expect it.
Don't expect it at all, and block it. Don't listen to it. A lot of people think that they need the support, they need the blessings, they need all of this. And we talked about this at Kenya's Catch and Keep Friday. You don't need it. I had a client once. He didn't want to propose because everybody wanted him to propose. So he felt like he would just be doing it to feed into everything else. And you don't want to do that either. You want it to be your special moment. You want to do it on your timeline. Granny might have brought it up yesterday and you had plans to do it tomorrow. Now you're now people are going to think it's because Granny said it.
Or because you got an ultimatum.
Exactly.
I can understand that pressure. But I kind of feel for guys though too, because I know if, the average woman over a certain age is interested in settling down or getting married. And then if you're with a guy who may not, doesn't mean he doesn't want to marry you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel for both sides of the coin. It's not. I'm not always just marry her.
Right. And a lot of people should throw being married, the goal of every relationship. It's another step. People doesn't understand. People think that that's where it ends. But that's just another step of a new beginning. Right. So people should really stop thinking that the ultimate goal is to be married, because there's so much more after the marriage. And if it doesn't happen right now, that's why I say get the important questions. As long as I know you want to be married, there are some people that don't want to be married. But as long as I know you want to be married at some point, then we can work out the timeline.